Okay, we're ready to go again. I had to restart the stream because I needed to fix the audio mixer, but I think we're good to go. Everything looks alright. It feels sad whenever the chat box has to get cleared out for that though, you know? Alright. I think everything is working though. I think we've refreshed it. Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna run put my watch on the charger really quickly while people show up. I'll be right back. Okay. Back again. Alright, I think we're good. Right? I think it's live. I hope it's live. I hope everything is working. Because if not, I don't really know what to do about it. Okay. Looks... Sorry, I'm just making sure all the bitrate stuff is working. So whenever I have to like stop and start a stream really quickly like that, I usually just want to like, I don't know, it seems like it has some weird issues. Let's see if this is working fine. Looks like, okay. You know what, if it's not working, we'll sort it out as we go. Couldn't be more scuffed than Cyberpunk has been over the last few days. Okay, put that in performance mode. Everything is unmuted. Everything is good to go. Tracking is working. Okay, party. Let us continue. Hey, we've got our flashlight out and our crowbar, which I think it broke a little bit last time. We've had a gun. Antique Belgrade rifle. And a postcard. And then... Alright, yeah, we'll report back to Plaisance. So now let's... we wanted to see if we... Oh. This Emma's Atelier? Probably.
Tiles on the like a smooth draw. The speaker comes.
Good afternoon. So, please repeat. It's good. Please repeat the password. Still no. Received.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the...
Because I think we just have to find the password, like, written down around here somewhere, right? Like, I thought that one of the words that we already found might count.
This fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. History classes, students with the... Your flashlight, some of the writing has faded with age. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans. Call in, tune out.
Yeah, we've already looked at all of these. I was wondering if anything else new came up. Hey, M3. I see the start. No worries. We like just, or do you mean the start of the Disco Elysium streams?
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look,
Oh.
the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. That's a good question.
But either way, the Disco Elysium VoD is up now, I believe. And yeah, earlier today we played some Baldur's Gate 3. Fucked up tremendously a few times. Had to like redo about an hour's worth. Disco Elysium, sorry. Oh yeah, no worries. I can probably actually just link to that directly if you would like. It's over on the VOD's channel. Yeah. But the first bit of this was right here. If you would like to catch up with it down the road. So I had the battles on the Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, okay. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, they still failed. How sad.
Reality is ruthless.
That it is. All the fun with the critical hits miss. Yeah, we're having some weird... Luck was really on a... You know, double or nothing type of thing for me today. It seemed... Oh wait, what was... A 24-hour window repair shop. Nope, fuck, wrong thing. Keep on forgetting that I can't actually run and do that at the same time. Yes. Hi, Ditz. Thank you for the welcome back. Yeah, I don't really know what else we would look at to try and find the password here, because we've kind of... Unless there's something that we picked up that we just didn't really...
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on it. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't... You'll find the filament memory with the offsite copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it my...
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer. Looks like someone
Stream
from that
Elements.
radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here. That's a plausible
We have to
hypothesis.
leave in a hurry.
Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory, even if he doesn't know what to do.
Okay, yeah, so I think we're going to look around a little bit more to see if we can find that filament, or the information about that. I guess it must be upstairs, is what they said. Yeah, there's nothing in there. The fridge is powered off now.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside a friendly cartoon bear smiles.
Yeah, I didn't know that work. Your computer thing and the lock thing from before. Hey DJ, how is it going? How are you doing? Yeah, so this thing was frozen, and there wasn't a way to pull it open.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric...
Oh, right, yeah, no, never mind. Because we did unplug it, right?
Both cables are unplugged from the breaker box.
Yeah, so if the ice is slowly melting, we just kind of need to let it free, or melt it. Hold on, ice cream machine. Yeah. So I think we just need to leave this for a little while. I think that's just a time-based thing. So yeah, let's go talk to Placence. We'll go tell her that she doesn't have to worry about the spooky spirits and ghosts that are taking over her place. Yeah, we tried to use the crowbar to pull it up, but the crowbar was not able to bust through the ice, and we'd need to probably increase our stats anyways. Yeah, she's up here. Nothing else to do up here, I don't think, because we've already talked to her about everything. Yeah, it wasn't good enough. I'm very busy with the uni. Oh, awesome. I'm glad the exam went well. I just went through all of my exams a week ago or so. I got my exam marks back, but I need to get my assignment marks back for everything. Alright, let's head out. Also, that's good. I'm glad you're having a fun assignment. Alright, lady. Talk. Shine the flashlight right
You're
in
alive
eyes.
and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there?
I'm doing good, though.
Dark sarcophagus.
Finished hopefully what will be my last semester of school, assuming that I don't fail my last class. I've got 3 of my 4 grades passed, and 3 of my 4 final grades back, and I passed them, so I just need the last one to be done, and then I'm good. Donathon's been going well. We've had some pretty good numbers on that. Games have been going well. All in all, things are going like surprisingly well for me. Almost approaching a sense of good mental health.
Yes,
with Dark
yes.
Sarcophagus.
How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
There's a charnel house of failed business enterprises, leeching life energy from this bookstore.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us. But what else did you find? Did anything survive?
Oh, cool.
No,
That's
of
interesting.
course not. Have you located the entity?
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Neha. She's a novelty dice maker.
Novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery?
She's
Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like
I
you.
don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain
Yeah.
the curse?
And at $300, hold on, wait. Let me make sure that I got this right. Because I'm pretty sure it's a new, yeah, it's another video. The reward thing just passed by there, but we can look at, we'll get into this quickly. I just have these saved instead of doing that. Yeah, we've got a few of our rewards and the community rewards have already been ticked off. So chat will be writing a tweet. We're going to do a game night with chat. I'll be doing an IQ test and the rice purity test on stream. And chat is going to get to pick a new emote for the channel as well. I don't know if it'll be able to go on the channel because I don't have that many emote slots, but if it can't go on here, it will go on the, what's it called? The Discord server and stuff. The extra video, my choice, I'm going to go through like any of the videos that have either been in past members' choice polls that never got picked, or go through video ideas that I have but are not really like related to what I normally do. We'll see. I should probably pick what that video is going to be. That might help get us across the 300. Yeah, then $350 will be a Just Dance stream, which would mean that I have to hook up my Switch and stuff, and it probably wouldn't be super well tracked. The model would probably be a little bit all over the place. But we do some Just Dance on stream, have some fun with that. I think you can play Just Dance multiplayer too, so we might play with other people. Might do that as a bit of a game with chat as well. So I just realized, is this thing fully... Okay, that is extended all the way. Good. And yeah, the Q&A video will be at 400. I did a Q&A video ages and ages ago for my first channel, or like it wasn't like Q&A because nobody asked questions. I just did like 40 facts about me or something when I hit 1,000 on my first channel, like back in 2017. I hate that video. Too bad I'm not the typing doing it. Oh yeah, no worries. Don't worry about it.
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down.
It is a little bit awkward doing a donathon because I never want people to feel like they have to, but I also do, like, I don't want anyone to feel like they're obligated to or feel like I'm upset if they don't, because
Just don't say
at the end of the day, it's nice to have people here and it's nice to be able to stream with people.
The uncertainty is killing her.
And it was what I hated about doing like fundraising and stuff too when I was doing that, like when I was doing more political stuff, because like it sucks to phone people and be like, hey, I want to hear about your very real concerns, and can you give me some money? It's such a weird, it's not a dynamic I'm good with, at least not yet.
To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire. She says there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies.
Too many inconsistencies. What kind of talk is that?
What is it raised towards? Oh, this is the donathon. Like, it's just to make some money, honestly. There's not like this one's not like for charity or anything. We did a charity stream back in June. This one is the Viv is a broke bitch and has to do something to occupy his time while he waits for his grades to come in so that he can apply for jobs. Kind of thing. But no worries.
Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything.
As I said, she's a novelty dice maker. Her business has been up and running for a long time now.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech.
Yeah, Viv also. Yes, I am the charity.
I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, detective. Thank you for nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now. There was never any other way this could have gone.
She's just
too far gone.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go?
Yeah, I don't need to talk to her anymore. I can't stand her. Just a deeply annoying character. Okay. So we did need to upgrade something so that we could open up that chest. So yeah. I think, yeah, I mean, she's just... Because she's one of the ultra-liberals, I believe, which is like this game's neoliberal faction. And as part of that, she just wants to, you know, believes in making money over all else, and she does everything right. So if something's going wrong, it must be because of, you know, spiritual forces, because otherwise the free market would decide she's perfect. We're going to check this one more time to see if the freezer is already melted. Otherwise, we're just going to head out and do other stuff, and we'll come back to it in a while. Or we can also up our
This
stats.
orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churn.
Physical instruments. Also, we need a better pry bar. That's the bigger concern, honestly. We can go see if we can find one, because we don't have very much money. But that might be something we could do to get out of there. So I guess we can probably put away these. We don't really need our crowbar or our flashlight outside. What's this? There are wears a crown, a light above descending. Logo of the municipality of Revachol. Okay, I see. Alright, do we think we can investigate this thing without throwing up this time?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to...
We were waiting for the wind to turn in a different direction, weren't we? Zomboid? Physical instrument, endurance related stuff. Well, physical instrument I think is a separate skill. Wait, that's what we wanted to go into. Yeah, physical instrument and endurance are separate. Huh. I don't think we really want to upgrade either of those. We'll hold on to our skill point until we actually need it for something. Yeah, what else do we have to do right now? We'll show, keep an eye out for them. Oh, right, yeah, we got a bull that they can have over here at their shot put thing. Or we found a shot put ball that they can use. There we go. Hello, Mentergen.
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent. What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
Now. No need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
I'm very sorry, it's the best I could
The
find.
best, huh? This isn't even a bull. But fine. I guess you did attempt to right your hooliganism. Consider it forgiven.
Yeah, can you tell me about this rifle?
El McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon.
Should I have to look up Project Zomboid? The name does sound familiar to me, but I can't really remember what from. Oh, yeah, like... Oh, I do remember this. Yeah, like sort of an isometric... Yeah, I see. I'm saying... Maybe that's also... Well, I think... I'm guessing it's like an actual thing, like the
This
winds will
one's
eventually
inoperable.
change.
The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you
I
find
think that
her?
was before I watched the last nurse my car. Wait, like my... Like the VTuber model? Or do you mean... Because the VTuber model... No, he has not changed since I started doing him. He has more clothes on right now, which might be the thing. He can also take it off if the redeem is made. In the basement
I'm
there.
not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons
Yeah, the jacket.
lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Thank you for your time. Okay, so we've at least done that. Okay, you know what? Let's maybe put our money in the, yeah, Linnea says there's no extra ammunition for that, but I'm guessing it's also, like, I'm sure we could find some ammunition if we absolutely had to. But I think what we're going to do is probably just put our skill point into endurance and try to power through this. Right? It is an endurance test. I think. Because the last few times we've, like...
There he still is, looking right through.
Alright, we'll level up our endurance. Also, is there a punishment for reverting this? I don't think so. Anyways, we're accepting that.
There he still is.
Okay, 83% chance of succeeding. Finally!
The odor comes over you.
Also, yeah, the clothes do come separate. Only the jacket versus
and your
the
stomach to wring itself empty.
bodysuit top.
With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
I mean, yeah, the boots to me have always been kind of like they're an
material
obvious standout.
appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to...
Because if he's wearing just underwear and boots, that means they took off the pants.
Polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of
Like they took off the pants and put on the
weights
boots, or else like
covers them.
cut off the pants in a way that would do that.
And fragile. These are clearly not boots. They're armor. Possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, are they? It's the armor he was stripped of.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
The material looks out of
It
place
is.
here.
It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly.
How much are we talking
For a
about?
full set, about 4 years of wages.
Jesus.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rent.
Ka-ching, baby.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy.
If his constabulatory is dragging their feet, why not start ourselves before more good men die?
So they don't get shot in the foot? I think our extremities are fine without the dead man's boots.
Yeah.
Oops. Well, no one said it would work.
That's for us
How
to
can you
find
afford
out.
this?
My initial report
Puss
on
in
the
Boots.
area
Puss
suggests
in
he was a
Boots.
security guard for the harbor company.
Given how decomposed he is,
just
there probably is
hearsay.
some pus in those boots. These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Whereas the rest of it? Scavenged by the
Piece by
locals?
piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armor?
He must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags.
Then where are these clothes? Have you seen any around?
Someone could have cleaned the yard. But that's a question for the red hat thing.
Somebody came into the stream right when we were starting, named the Kuno, or the Kuno, whatever. And I was like, hi, Kuno. And they were... Other chatters were enjoying me not knowing who that is. Jesus Christ.
About the Kuno. Come here and say it to Kuno's face.
Fuck you,
You wanna
Kuno.
fuck me, huh? You wanna fuck the Kuno?
What if they told him to strip before they hung him to
They
demean him?
usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties, and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Yeah.
What? Are you trying to ignore me now, fuckface?
Kuno, this boots shit is super boring, and the guy's a total vitupaz.
I don't even know what that slur is supposed to mean. knock on
A
the boot.
small bell-like sound fills the air.
It's
It's anything
fragile.
but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then like
Yeah.
whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Interesting.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100, 1000.
Looks like there's a serial number on the right Sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
X5415 6745 678222. Let's lie.
No.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Pull the boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Grab the boot
The
underground.
stench fills your nostrils.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal! What's wrong with you, asshole?
I don't know, baby. I don't.
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by pulling on the deceased foot?
The cadaver slowly twists.
Look,
on
let's
the
not ask
collar
that.
belt. His torso covered in tattoos.
Hi,
and
Aston.
extremities
How are you
notched
doing?
pink
How's it
and
going?
blue.
Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Canadian Thanksgiving for everybody. I kind of forgot about that. And usually I spend time with family for it. My family's all over the place this year, so I don't know if we're really doing anything for it. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's like
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged.
There's not
polyester
really a
cuts
hangman's knot
into his
so much
neck.
as just
Above, a sliding
industrial
buckle
belt.
ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under six-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is the reinforced kind, for air transport. My brain tells me
The
so.
local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it.
I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing
Lynching is such
You?
really charged language. I feel like it was something
Yes.
else.
It often is. This bell worries me.
They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel
I was
wiring.
afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
How'd they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Did they climb up using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown
Yeah.
man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
The cadaver hangs. An
Expecting the
intricate web
tattoos.
of blue lines stretches
Yes,
across
thanks.
the torso.
Happy Thanksgiving.
From the right shoulder
For all my
to the
American viewers, you guys are a
solar
little bit
plexus.
off from it.
Each time
But
they
happy Thanksgiving when it
intersect,
happens.
a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around
Yeah, it
his
was a month
heart.
earlier than you guys.
His corpse is marked by stars,
What will mine be marked by?
alcohol, and heartbreak.
Is this a national pattern?
Of no nation that I know of. If anything,
That's like
it
Kim
reminds me
Francis.
of religious illumination.
I like Kim. Kim is an interesting character to have as like a partner character in this sort of
Men who
thing.
live harsh lives often
He's a
turn
little
to
bit of, like-
authentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
We're missing something here.
I agree.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A
I decided to
small
learn more
lens
about Kim for
appears.
sure as we go.
Some sort of camera.
Also, yeah, about the Sombra rework, I mean, I've talked about it a little bit already. I don't want to ramble for too long about it while we're playing this. Like, I don't mind answering the question or anything, but like, to me, I think my big concern with it is like, I don't know how it'll play out because Blizzard does their typical Blizzard thing of not revealing enough information when they talk about things. They don't explain things clearly enough. they provide, you know, 1 or 2 sentences and then act like that's enough. And then it leaves too much of an information vacuum, which is what I talked about in a video from like a year ago at this point, I think. Jesus, it really has been a while. It was the last video I put out in 2022. And in that information vacuum, my big concern is that people are going to fill it with their own narratives, and those narratives are they're going to be the narratives that get the most engagement. So it's going to be the shit that does clickbait. You know, Sombra's useless now. She's a throw pick. And then a week or 2 down the road, it'll be that she's overpowered and she's secretly so strong. Or someone will set the narrative like they did with the Sombra as a support type of thing with your Overwatch. And like, my big concern is that the changes they're going to put are going to do that, I guess. He's a buzzkill. I think I don't know if he's a buzzkill. I think he's tired of our character's bullshit, because our character is being a bit of an asshole and has been a bit useless. Like, this body should have been taken out a week ago. But I think he's also got he's got a warm interior if you can get through the shell. But yeah, like, I think the discourse is a big thing. I'm also a little bit sad that, like, you know, the gameplay loop that I loved with Sombra, you know, even though it changed when she got her 2.0 rework and it's changed over time, like, it was still functionally there. This completely changes the gameplay loop. It changes how she works. It changes the role she plays. So even if it ends up being good, I'm still going to be a little bit sad that we don't, you know, that the gameplay style and loop that I've been playing for, what is it now, like 7 years is gone. Like, that's going to be sad to me regardless. I mean, yeah, kind of. But I think also with Sombra, I think the big thing is that she's one of those heroes that has a lot of discourse around her. Like, she's not like, a rework to her is on par with a rework to someone like Mercy, where it'll really change things. And people will feel very strongly about it, people will be angry about it, people will be excited about it, whatever, and like, I worry about that. I worry about losing some of that stuff. I think in terms of like how it'll actually play, you know, in a vacuum, regardless of what other people think about it or whatever, I think it could be good. Again, it really comes down to Blizzard not revealing enough information, and I haven't had the time to like watch Fitzy play some gameplay with her or anything. But we're gonna be doing 2 streams tomorrow with it to learn a little bit more about it. Hold on, I'll find the schedule, because I think that they're the 2. It's the afternoon and the evening stream tomorrow, I believe. Right? Yeah, tomorrow. Okay, because at 2 p.m. is when I think the update will come out. So we're going to be doing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky for the first thing tomorrow, and then after that, the rest of the day will just be Overwatch while we try and get used to new Sombra and play the new event modes and stuff like that. Anyways, what's that?
A Triggered Sunshine Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
I'm assuming it's like a...
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
I hate these two so much. But yeah, I think this game... Part of the reason why I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt is because I know that this game is trying to do a lot of stuff.
Color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
That's not true.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
Kuno's gonna throw a rock at him.
Sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass.
Never mind.
You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
What do you need the photo
It
for?
contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it.
Yeah,
We
it's
need
got
to
the same
show
sort of
the world.
Cockney accent. Can I have it?
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute, and his eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. Dark brown hair grows on his head. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy.
I don't think it's the same voice actress as Tracer, although it would be really funny if it was. I think it's just somebody doing a Cockney accent, because the Tracer voice actress doesn't naturally have that accent, and if you talk to a British person, they might tell you that it is not necessarily the best one that she does. And so it's possible that someone else doing a bad Cockney accent just hits the same notes, you know? Who are you, dead man?
The corpse is dead.
Who is he? Why do you think so?
It's intuition.
Okay.
Inland Empire will allow us to open that up. Let's try that again.
The corpse looks right. His eyes, dark brown. Underneath the curdled meat, there is an expression.
There we go.
Gone.
Why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
So you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you,
Yes.
Captain Coppadromo? I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Always fixating on sexuality. It's so much fun.
He didn't choke himself. You know it.
Yeah, I know. Who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who are you when you were
A
alive?
killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
His voice is actually kind of
Go
weird.
ahead.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
And where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination.
That
Go
is your
ahead.
creation.
Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
Yeah, he has a voice for like the he has a voice that would make him a fortune as a VTuber. Also, I suppose, sorry, my dishwasher is beeping because I forgot to plug in the water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I have a countertop dishwasher, so it needs to be like hooked onto the sink, and I have to take it off to refill my water pitcher. Not the dishes. I keep forgetting to do them because I don't have very much time right now. Like literally, because I stream for 12 hours a day, plus there's only 1 hour breaks in between each of the streams. So there's really not much time, and I keep forgetting to put dishes in. Yeah. We do a staring contest whenever I have to go do something. Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of
Coming
questions.
right up. Copperoonie Rooney.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along. Because you have. Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Of course not. The name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or
I feel like
something.
I've been getting a lot of Harry
You
lately.
might be onto something there.
Yeah.
Sure, Lobo. Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here.
Love
Why
to
are you
him.
investigating my murder?
'Twas beauty what killed the beast. Your brain is foreshadowing. Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I know that his name is Harry something, isn't it? Or I think so. I think I've heard that somewhere. Anyways, yes, our brain is doing some foreshadow. So welcome back in, Destiny. Maybe this will lead to something. Something indescribable. Unforeseen. Miraculous. Also, I apparently have a pretty good tired voice. We were talking about that earlier
Something
today.
is
My
on
voice is
its
no longer
way.
tired.
Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here.
I hate you.
Do I
You're stinking.
remind
You're
you of
boring.
someone?
Very nice discussion of some. Oh, are we? Oh, there is a whole discussion happening in the Discord. Oh, damn. A lot of discussion happening in the Discord. I'll have to check into that. Also, for anybody who is unaware, we have a Discord server. If that sort of thing is something you enjoy, you should go check it out. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. And if you're a YouTube channel member or a Twitch subscriber, there are also extra roles and
Giant
perks if you hook,
born
or
with
if you connect
Morris
your
disease,
accounts.
Harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
Can I hear that? Yeah, I love discussing designs. I mean, obviously based on my videos and stuff, I enjoy doing that. I would love to learn coding. I'd love to be in game design. I don't think I'd be very good at it. I think I'd get too lost in the details of it all. It's more fun to talk about for me. Myself in the bathroom mirror.
There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a
Oh
feather,
yeah,
you and
with the
I.
React thing. So that's just a bot. So
Soon
if you are having any
you'll be
issues with it,
just like me.
just send me a
Just keep
DM.
drinking and having
You can
a
just you should be able to
good
see my
time.
name in the channels and just right
It's
click
a
it, send me a
matter
DM
of
and just say like,
weeks.
you know, that you're trying to get in, you're having an issue with it, and I can try and help you. Or I can get one of the mods to help you, either way.
Feeling nausea? Vomiting?
Alright, that's enough of
Come
this.
back later, Corpo.
Let's go ahead and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose.
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
His face and hands are pink. Thighs too. The rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into focus.
So, what do you think?
He's beaten up. See the
I
bruises?
do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our
Sounds
jobs
good.
harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
I'll say we'll probably try to, I think I might end up doing a video about Somber down there.
Good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Something's coming out
A
of him.
pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen
Ew.
mud below the man's feet.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
Oh.
The fuck
You
he's
know.
saying?
Talking about shit.
I hate that I can't say it, because I want to say this line properly on stream.
Malicious laughter erupts in the yard.
Big said he's a.
The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
Yeah, I know I know that about Kim. What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Because he was moved after death.
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air. And
How do we get him
Shall
down?
we finish the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
the cadaver slowly, the material delicate, and these are clearly not boots. The cadaver, the hangman, this is a steel.
Airlifting. I thought the local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle.
The cadaver hangs,
wanna make sure that
an
this is not-
intricate web of blue lines stretches across
Visual
the torso.
calculus section. I think we've done some
If you
visual
want
calculus,
to
right?
re-examine the tattoos, looking at the photo would give you a better.
Nothing
more
stands out
detailed
immediately when you
view.
say that, so unless it's just like a different skill check. Like unless there's something unique about it.
Of
I don't think
course.
so.
You have questions. Maybe I was getting.
Why do you speak like
It's a
that?
mishmash, Copabolo. You think I'm Messinian, don't you?
Are you from
No.
Messina?
My hair is too light a shade of brown.
Various boot prints.
My
Right, yeah.
eyebrows too. Trust your inner races.
I was just my universe is yours to score. What are you, racist now too?
You think I am. You think I was a racist because this lump looks military and has tattoos.
Oh, I think we did do that.
That's called profiling.
We've done
Do I
section
look
of-
like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you,
No.
Captain Copadroma?
He didn't choke himself. You know it.
Come back later, Corpo.
Preliminary examination is done. Let's get him
Usual.
down from there.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
We could saw the
Climb
branch.
up there and there has to be a less risky way.
Someone
Someone
else?
else? You mean like the police?
I mean someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Were you shooting down?
Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Shoot the belt. The
It
bolt will break it.
absolutely will not, officer.
Yeah, now we're talking.
They'll miss!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst that could
Blow
happen?
his head off.
Take it!
Yeah, take the shot.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the
Please shoot
lieutenant
Kuno.
unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
Wow, Kim, you were...
That's a Kiel A9090. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements.
God damn it.
Yeah, we missed.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes, mostly.
Fucking idiot!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
I
No.
have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. I
think
was
it's
really
just ask for
hoping we
her
wouldn't.
help.
The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous...
But what other options? The corpse twists on the back.
It's bad as it is. Go ahead.
This is the sorriest.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana pointer!
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal
Essaye beton
is
adjacent
surprisingly light. Your fingers
ID
fit
size
right
necessary,
through
don't
the
feel like it.
guard. Instinctively
Yeah, so
resting
there's no
on the
like
trigger.
rush on that if you don't want to do it tonight or anything. Like if it's late, it's fine to do it later. But yeah, we're just the ID stuff is just necessary, just in order to make sure that this server is, 18 plus, that there's adults, just for moderation purposes and making sure that things are there. And I know it's a bit tedious, but I think yeah, if you react to the ID thing, then it'll you can open up a ticket and then someone can send you the instructions on like how or like what they're looking for, and you can just send it in whenever you feel like.
The fuck are you waiting for, coot?
The buckle comes into focus in your sights.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss. Do it! Set me free!
You feel as though it would be dangerous.
Don't.
Do it!
Intense shit, copper.
Coot waved his gun! It wasn't intense, it was pathetic!
Your field of
Look, he's crying! You gonna cry now? Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
I think we failed. Oh,
a plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry! I knew it! What a mulko!
start crying. You're sensitive. It's boring.
I agree. Police work is overrated.
It's not the gun's fault you can't.
Pigs don't have hands!
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
We shouldn't trust Kuno. We're not giving you the gun.
Preposterous! What are you, a fucking earl?
We still need to get him down somehow. The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the
Yeah,
harbor.
we'll have to ask the
for
harbor for help.
They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too. From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting.
To the gates. Let's go.
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body?
It sounds
be in touch
very
with
satisfying,
Barclay?
yeah.
Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
He's a dangerous and corrupt man.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else.
I want to shoot him. Have I been given a gun? No. I mean, I have a gun, but I don't have any ammo for that one. I'm glad they haven't insulted me for my crop, or my, mesh top. Oh, we can give him drugs? Somehow that's not particularly surprising to me. For sure. Thank you for stopping by, DJ. I appreciate it. I know the time zones are a little bit weird for you, but I'm glad you can make it. You take care as well. So, rest of the armor. Okay, we're gonna go... I mean, I guess we'll ask Kino about the armor, because presumably he would know. I guess he get drugs, he's be his drug dealer. Oh god. I bet if we ask him for information, that's what he'll ask us to do. Is to go get the drugs for him first.
So you tried to kill Kuno's girl? What's up with that? You want to talk about it?
I think we've all moved past
Not
that now,
all
Kino.
of us. Acts like that stick with you for a while.
No one's moving anywhere. Kuno knows where you sleep. The pig who fucked his window up. I'm gonna climb in through that balcony. But you and Kuno are good for now. Pals, shoot that shit at Kuno. Let's have a jolly time. And you're back in business with the
What do you know about the body?
shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno. Pig's choking. He's totally...
What do you
If
want to
I
know?
were to want to waste my time, which I...
The usual being. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man.
Hmm.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What do you mean troubadour?
Yeah,
Also,
cock
troubadour
and
is like a
you know
surprising
that
word
jolly
to come from
union
him.
cow fucker came around talking about cows or some shit. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
You're telling me it's out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck gimp.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
So you don't know anything.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch.
How'd you get up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
You get to be first. The silliest thing, what would that be?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in my...
Also, there are redeems for first,
Kuno
second, and
wasn't in
third for anybody
Revachol.
who wants them.
Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay, no, I will redeem them if you redeem all of them, or I will refund them if you redeem them all yourself, Destiny. Because I want to leave them open for people, you know? Let me open up... How do I open up moderator view? I don't know how to open up moderator. God, I hate this system so much. Let me mute this tab. Open up mod view. I'm sorry, Destiny. You already get to be first. You don't get to be second and third. You don't get to take all 3 podium positions. If it'll let me. There we go. Reject and refund. We'll mark the others as completed. If you want to get a second duck, I get a second duck. I think we allow for a second duck. I think we talked about that the other day. You can do that if you want to. Also, I think what I'm going to probably end up doing is resetting the ducks. Like, I'll make a note of which ones have been named after which people, and once they get spawned back in, then we'll add them back in. But there's like 200 ducks, and it ends up being kind of... Honestly, I think it's taxing my computer too much to run that overnight with 200 ducks all moving around. Which is kind of funny to think about, but... Anyways. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. Where'd you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Damn, not the Cyberpunk 2077 crossover.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pub.
Why
It's a
you gotta
fictional
be
city.
riding Kuno's ass? You wanna know where Kuno was?
Don't tell him that.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's city. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno's city, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important,
Have you seen anyone
Just a
switched on
couple
here?
of pigs sniffing around in the dirt.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
looks like you're a fagari now.
Yeah, I wonder what that means.
The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
Yeah, you get to be... This game is an interesting game. That's why I'm so excited to get to play it
What
more.
are you talking about?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
The contusion is a bruise.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing?
You hear the lieutenant hum.
On this
Your
later.
test.
Get lost.
Sure, let's try it. What the
He's
fuck?
on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
I've seen all kinds of things throwing stones here.
Fuck, no.
Kuno, they've almost made you.
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
He'd rather die than work with the just.
Kuno does.
Yeah, okay. That's enough of that, I think, now. Yeah, this game is not... It's not a very sympathetic one for you at all, like, in general. There's no, like, oh, look at you, you're the good cop. You did the right thing and the good thing and everyone is happy with you. No. This is a game that generally assumes that nobody's gonna be happy.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Run the serial number from a pair of armored boots for me.
Observe, officer. What's the
There it
number?
is.
And the make of the armor, if you know it. Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately.
Well, I mean, we've heard some of what we were up to overnight.
Useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service.
Yeah, tomorrow.
The crown jewel in the moral intern
57.
in the cabin. You
Okay, I'm trying to think of what else we might have to do. What time is it? Keep them. Oh, it is the evening time. We might actually be able to... Let's just heal up our morale while we can. I don't really know what that does for us, but...
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes? Yes. Have you got a lot? A lot for the... Like what?
Yeah, we can't do the karaoke yet because we don't have that. Is that a door that we can use to get into here? Doesn't look like. I thought it might be. Oh. I will take the money though. That's mine. 130 real to pay off. Yeah. Yeah, but then the consequences actually higher spins change around. Yeah, we need to find the stereo because we need to find we need to find a really sad song to sing at karaoke.
Hello again, sweetie. Yes, officer.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Literally
Oh
everything.
my. You know where we are, that's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria? Yes, indeed. We are in the How would I even begin to tell you? I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen.
Aw, she's like a
Knowledge
teacher
always
giving us a
be
little gold
rewarded.
star. I like
Her
her.
relief is
I
powerful.
feel very bad that I died in
She
the
was getting
very
pretty
first
worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
in the very first attempt we made. We died right away because we ran away, flipped the bird, and then ran into her in the chair and had a heart
I
attack.
can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
Proletariat.
But they still have cops.
I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed.
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. Oh dear.
Is she a commie like us?
And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense, but we should stop for today, sweetie.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia.
Of course. Then I don't know.
Let's talk to this guy. What's he up to? Gotta spend money to make money. So I've heard. Back of shirt reads Wild Pines.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is...
You gently shake his shoulder.
Didn't work. I'm gonna take... Oh, I can't take the rum. He hates your guts, though. Oh, no. I don't think there's really anyone else here to talk to, is there? Oh, shit. We did get the biggest communism builder already.
You see a heavy steel.
Yeah, no, we know we can't do anything with that. Items. Yeah, we got our kind green ape. I thought it said apple earlier. Rich people are educated. I'm sure you're able to eventually communicate with him. Okay, so the Union, we'll find them eventually. We are currently on a Hobocop route, I think. We haven't embraced that thought, but oh, I need to save up a skill point for that. Fuck, I'm dumb. That map showed quite a lot. Yeah, we do have a map. Ceiling fan, Lene Almu. Actually, we might be able to go talk to him about something. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza? Okay. Went a little bit in the wrong direction there, but that's alright. Get in the way of their,
I like playing in the dark. Sharpens your nocturnal instincts. Feels like...
Okay, you're not helpful. This one's one of the shitty centrists.
It is such a pleasure
What
to...
else with the
Sure,
Union?
officer.
No.
No, thank you. For being...
A man so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled approach. Time to get... You really do. Now, unleash the fury.
These options seem awfully fascist or communist. What if I don't want to say them? Your blood's... Yeah, I wonder which one of these are,
What? What oppressors?
I am not going to listen to this comic connery.
Huh?
Nothing actually. It's not
I'm
something else.
listening,
I'm not gonna
officer.
push you too hard on that. I don't think we get anything out of it yet. Red Rocket VR is. Okay, I actually need to check the settings and see if there's a way to turn off copyrighted audio, because I did get copyright claimed on the VoD for this on YouTube. Streamer mode. Yes, should have done. Also, wait. Viewers can vote for their favorite dialogue option, temporary bonus and penalties that streamers may choose. Oh, interesting. I don't have that set up yet, but maybe we'll do that for the next one. Let's turn that on. Chicken sandwich is a good sandwich. I've heard that. Wait, Baldur's Gate 3. Wait, what? Did Baldur's Gate 3 copyright anything? No. Wait, what? Oh, the Twitch integration. Sorry, yeah. I got confused there for a second. Yeah, it does have a Twitch integration. Nothing we can see out in the sea. Oh wait, the bag. That's what we needed. We need that for the bottles. Taking your bag. Yeah, we haven't gone up this way yet, really. Have. You know what? We're gonna stay in our own area right now and finish investigating this, grab all the bottles and shit. We could always use some bottles. We use some money. Yeah, there we go. I wonder if there's a limit to how many I can hold. Like, this is not the... What happens if we just, like a faster way to do this? I mean, look, we're cleaning up litter. We're good guys. We're good cops. There's some more. Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, I've paid bills by recycling bottles and cans before. In real life. Never too proud to do it. I bet Kino makes funny, though, if you pick him up in front of him. Oh, does it? Maybe not. I would have assumed he would have been like, wow, you're so poor that you need to do that. Huh, guess not. There's nothing else really over here, is there? Oh, there's some stuff, but we can't see it. Can't get up there. Yeah, that's upstairs somewhere. We'll need to get somewhere else for that, I think. That's okay. This bag is also holding a lot of bottles for the size of it. Oh, I bet our room has a whole bunch of them. None of these ones go. That's okay. Why can't I take any of these bottles? Ugh, lame. Also, yeah, this door didn't do anything last time. So yeah, I think we'd need a key for that or something. There's so many bottles in here, I should be allowed to have them. Also, okay.
This fan has 2 chains, or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as...
No, yeah, we need to do... fan. I don't know what it's telling me that I'm holding on to here that I need to check out. Okay. Oh wait, we can take a bottle, it looks like. Oh, never mind. There are a couple... Now it's letting me. It wasn't highlighting them before. Okay, there we go. Weird. I guess maybe just some of these bottles can't be. These are not going to be enough to pay back my debt right away or anything, I don't think, but... What's out here now? Not much. This looks pretty light out for... What is that? 8 p.m? 9 p.m. almost? The on the front page rings a bell. Strange. Let's head downstairs. That's all my bottles is. Are we able to do something with the bottles to make a little bit of extra cash with them? What's this? I'm surprised that everyone's just okay with me taking their money. I kind of figured that there would be a little bit more pushback to me doing that sort of thing, but apparently not. Alright, let's head out. Any spare bottles around here? Like an empty milk carton or something. Which apparently we don't recycle in this world. Well, yeah, I know there's a bottle recycling machine. That's what I thought that was what we were referring to. My bad. Yeah, no, we'll be taking it there once we have enough, or once we've scoured everything that we can.
There are clothes inside.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes.
Save the economy. That sounds off.
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash.
No worries, no need to
keep it
apologize,
in
Anthony.
circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco. Very cool.
You find your...
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand. Buy...
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and...
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
We don't have a ton of spare money for it.
You see too lowly...
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer.
A pair of Faun Ultras.
Those sneakers, mister.
Only that
You're out of
these
your mind.
once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable Faun Ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at
What about the
sleeves,
speakers?
officer. These speakers are Samaran garbage.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
Can't I just buy the sad conquered Samaran speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
That's right. That's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
You don't know what I am. I don't even know it myself. I want the speakers.
Well, but see, they are the pedestal for my... If, on the other hand, you...
Damn. So you have to buy the sneakers first.
Lame. I think I should bully this man.
You see a Samaran. The name, Sile.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool. You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
I have police questions
You're
for you.
right, officer. 100%.
Oh my god, I can persuade him to
No
giving me some
playing
money.
around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest.
Start with a
Oh,
little
shit.
compliment, then work your way up from there.
Hey,
This
you
is
seem
about
like a
business.
really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police force?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Think of it as an investment.
An investment? What kind of investment?
It's an investment in your customer base. Gotta prime the pump, man.
Fair point. You can't have a successful business without a loyal customer base. How much is your loyalty worth?
1 million real.
But officer, I don't have that kind of. 10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment.
That's what he
Only
said.
the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too.
Yeah, 50 cents for the speakers,
No
but
shame,
50 cent or
only
$50 for the sneakers. The
Good
permit.
joke, officer. Here we don't have permits. Just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit buildings.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Tim, is it true that he doesn't need a permit to sell?
It is, yes. Anyone...
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
No permit then, cool.
Hyper cool.
Where'd you get those comfy
I'm an
pants?
entrepreneur, officer. I've got
Stupid words.
sources,
Yeah, he's the fun guy to
buyers,
talk to.
suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Is there a discount for cool officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
But did he first mark them up 100%?
That's illegal in Canada, but only it's illegal in Revachol. Are those things really on sale? Or you just jack up the price
My
first?
man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up? Anything for you.
Where are you
Me?
from?
It's a boring story of his...
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran
You're
Isola.
from the Apricot Suzerainty, right?
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur.
He likes being from Revachol, though. Don't fret.
That's right, officer. But it's a bad scene for business there. Too many regulations. Extremely bad for an independent local entrepreneur. Hey, why not support this local...
Yeah, okay. Where are the pants? Because I am actually kind of curious what the pants look
There's
like.
a pile of...
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest...
Abort. These are...
Damn, officer.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so...
These are all boring. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material.
Let's see if we can find something good.
No luck.
Nope.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. You don't like it? Sure.
Where are the pants in this, though? He said there are pants. And I have thus far not seen them. These are the sunglasses which you don't care about.
You keep coming back. That's good.
You find your hat.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand. Buy some...
Seriously, where are the... If there are pants for sale, I'm not opposed to hearing about them. I just can't find them.
Everything's still cool here. Only the coolest goods in... I'm an entrepreneur, officer.
Okay. For whatever reason, I apparently cannot buy comfy pants from this man. So much for the free market. Am I right? I'm guessing these don't get refilled very often, so this is kind of a one-time grab everything and go. Oh. Sewer grate, a gateway to the river of filth. What's this? Oh, sure, we'll take some gloves. And whatever's in here. Waterlock out of order till Wednesday, 7:15. Okay.
Evening, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock. And
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
Oh God.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
I hate skipping dialogue because the voice acting is good and I like it, but I get
Very
impatient
good
sometimes.
stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
You
I
wanna cause
wasn't
the
here to
wreckage?
witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign.
The words, Daredevil Driver.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Can I have some of that salami?
Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village an abandoned fish market, a
Yeah, we got his
bizarro
salami.
church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else.
Alright, bye.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal.
I can't even see that. Butter sign down. There we go. A little bit of auto-saving done. Okay, we're gonna look around a little bit more for some bottles and cans and see if we can drop them off at that place. See what kind of money we can get from recycling that. We have picked up a good number of them. We'll take a loop around too. Humanox covers the truck. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Ooh. +1 to physical instrument. Wait, what's my current tank top give me? +1 drama? Incredible. Gives me +1 interfacing. Okay. She just seems like she's struggling. I think we also did talk to her before and didn't do anything. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any extra bottles in there. I'll have to rummage around in the garbage. Oh! I'll take magnesium. That's not half bad. But I think that's about it for the areas that we've been to, at least. So we'll just run and drop these off. It's getting to be late, so I'm assuming this place closes eventually, right?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Yeah, this is the recycling machine, right?
Your bottles clunk into the machine. And
Yay, we've almost got $30.
Is this about the questions again?
It's
A
for the warehouse?
warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Something to work with here.
She looks up.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay? A warehouse.
She scrunches.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse.
Okay.
Reality.
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher.
Tell me what the
I
economic
don't
reality.
really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
15 is an excellent time to learn about the economic
Yeah.
reality.
That's why I'm working my ass off in Frit. So I guess I
Physical
don't
reality.
know. What about it?
What is the
When
revolution?
ordinary people... Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or something.
Okay, I'm not gonna bother her. We've learned something, though. Also, I need to run to the bathroom really badly. I'll be back in about a minute. Actually, I could probably even run an ad now so it gets out of the way for later. Hell yeah. I probably... Oh, maybe just ran an ad. Then I'm gonna be gone anyway, so we'll run the ad now and hopefully push back the timer even further. Be right back. All right, we're back. Apologies for that. Now, okay, so I don't really know if any of these are worth redeeming right now, but oh wait, no shit. First, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar, and the groupies and cocaine riddled with hepatitis C strikes the lioness pose with a mic kind of way. You're not Guillaume Le Million or Davy Dewis, no. You're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to your line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Where, some would say, it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. Okay, so the dishwasher is done. Exciting. Okay. Ooh, there's money up there if we could find it.
Looking for something, Aunt?
No, I don't want to talk with you. Bro, you wouldn't have anything useful to say anyways. Okay. Huh. Jolly mess. I don't think this is him, is it?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
You don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out, do you? Say a really big race theorist guarding a
Not
button?
before you get in there and get your ass whooped.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first.
Alright, let's leave. What was it that it said again? The Jolly Mask. Might be this guy, actually. No, never mind, it's not him. He's just... What? He has like...
Man. How can I help you?
Oh, you're the man in boots at the gates. Kuna said you know about the armor.
The little boy had a good on his promise. To
Promise?
get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cop's in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
The probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off.
A cuirass? Oh my god, I got one of those.
More like a job for some militia.
What
They're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm gonna find all the pieces.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them.
It's implied he finds it unlikely.
A mesque is epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
So Kuno used this to, what, scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
Thank you for the cooperation.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Measurehead thing didn't go well for me. Can you help me with that somehow?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor, or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Pretty sure we don't. It's not all those things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Something changes in his disposition.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yeah?
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate.
So be his sub.
Maybe that.
I mean, there's one thing I'm good at. We're gonna save him, we're gonna grovel.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
What are these tattoos you're supposed to
really
mean?
let yourself go. The racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenology grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm just trying to help out. Oh god, computer's freezing slightly. Come on, Discord, cooperate. There we go. Okay. Now. You're right. That's craniometric perfection. My race does not stand a chance.
Correct.
Subscribe to his advanced race theory.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races there are.
Do you?
This is for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the heart.
You are obviously a liberal, Sayonite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you... Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals. Excluding the Maun, of course. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the other large Mondial.
Sorry, there's just a lot of this that I'm sure we're gonna have to go through.
Are too yellow and oleaginous. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into, as proven by the Maun and the Mesk. Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagites.
What's the difference?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeo.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking alcohol. The Koiko,
For smoking tobacco, drinking alcohol, and eating potatoes.
are all inexplicably obsessed with potard. The only thing they like more is dividing into me.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
You don't like ethnostates?
They are microscopic. The seminary its leaders will be the
Vashaliers.
Vasholians, halfway between Tip A and the Racial Cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Revolution sounds like it's actually very good and
The
necessary.
revolution came to Ravachol from Grad. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary enough of Tibet tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are
It's
taught
better not to
it
go into
would
it.
be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities.
Now they've been through all the types to understand advanced
You
race theory.
understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself. You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity, I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
So this just makes us racist, right? Like this is just the learn to be racist theory. Because I'm assuming that we need to internalize it if we want to use that to pass by him. But pass in time, return to measure. This is the thing is done. So we can remove some thoughts from our brain and then come back later. Although it costs a skill point to remove something. So we would have to sacrifice some points on that.
We should think about calling it today, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
And pay the cafeteria
We
manager.
should take
for
care
lunches.
of that then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the...
Though he finds this situation fun.
Aw, he's gonna be a friend. We'll see if we can find the space to internalize it later, honestly. If we have to. We could also... We have a gun. If we could find the ammunition for it, or we could find my gun, we could probably just shoot him. I can't imagine that would go over super... Okay, are we gonna be allowed to, like, walk down the stairs, buddy? Come on. One foot in front of the other. Alright. I mean, we can always just forget it later. Yeah, let's see. Let's just head inside. Wrong button.
Can I help you?
What am
Yes.
I,
Have you got it?
I was wondering if we can come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kim was about to say something about
I
it.
understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
I still have my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it. All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
I'm going
Not
anywhere, is it?
until you bring...
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
What is he bringing in? Hi, Puppo. Happy Thanksgiving. How are you doing? How are you spending the day?
Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
It's cold out.
Game? Everything is just a game, not until...
Okay.
I really...
Okay, we're gonna go back to our motor carriage. Stuff with food. Oh yeah, that's what I excited for you. What had your dinner? I hope it was good. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving dinner. I think my family's gonna be doing Thanksgiving dinner when my mom and sister, because my family is all over the place. So, like, we're split up right now. So we'll probably do something when we're all back together again.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
I have something here we could sell.
Transporting closure. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago,
Also, I can't wait to
stopped
see
a
your
young man
pics.
for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took spinners.
I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
I would have confiscated them too. They're
That
mesmerizing.
they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
I appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
If we sell them to the pawn shop, we can probably buy them back. Maybe I'll help everything. Maybe. Yeah. So ideally, I'd like to be able to buy these spinners back from down the road. Oop, I guess we need to go this way. I hate that you can't click on something and sprint there. You can only do one or the other.
Greetings on this fine night.
School is still open.
The pawn shop is always open.
Oh, wait, hold on. Because we can put on our gloves, which will help us with electrochemistry, because we don't need those gloves anymore. Interfacing isn't much of an issue. Do we want to be dramatic, or do we want to be a little bit more useful with physical instruments? Oh, wait, actually, we could use this. We could take that tank top with us into that other area. Okay, items. God, that's a lot of money for those.
Greetings on this fine night. Yes, fortunately, yes, you did, but this is how pawn shops make profit. Your choice, officer. I can't promise.
Is Roy high?
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it. A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
Something I'd like to sell.
We'd like to sell these hub.
Roy takes the hub.
Yes, these are very, very good.
No one was defrauded or jumped.
Of course.
Thank you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill.
The rest is for him. To compensate for the pain of being separated
sorry,
from his
Kim.
radiant spirit. The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Fascinating photo of a corpse here.
Oh, no.
What does his tattoos mean?
Paths, counter radiance network.
You have absolutely no idea what a photic baths are. But
anything else you're thinking of selling?
We don't really need to sell anything right now then, because we've got kind of everything we had. Everything we,
Another time, perhaps. Sure thing.
With Kim here too.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to
Say someone
You
telling me.
weren't quiet. You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money.
So I saw that picture, but that looks delicious. Gosh. Alright.
When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
How much did I sell the gun for?
15 real.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and this has got to be the most. Wow. There's pity there too. In case you didn't notice.
Sorry, you see me in that state.
No apologies necessary, officer.
Any idea where I can find the buyer?
A needle in a haystack.
She did, truth be.
Right, so let me get.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening.
I'm sorry I saw my gun.
Yeah.
This mess.
Sure, man.
I think we've kinda got everything.
Someone else came here earlier.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to a...
Sure, man.
Alright, let's just leave. Because I don't think... Actually...
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that gold and amber, Harmon Waushi stares at you.
We'll get it. Actually, no. We will get it now.
The
'Cause we need to
boomboxes
sing.
wait on the shelf.
And here you are.
Oh, I thought this was like... I thought this had a tape in it. Huh. Yeah, that was stupid. Whatever. We still have the 130 real that we need to pay the bill. Or pay the bill. So let's go do that. After we go and see if the icebox is defrosted enough for us to get in. Especially because we've equipped our shirt, which will give us more ability to do things. Actually, also... head inside here. Alright, how about this? Because our physical tools thing is up.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. Turning the is all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Oh, I thought that having the clothes that helped us with that would do something for us, but I guess not. Huh. I wonder if anyone reacts negatively to the flashlight being shined in their face. The strikers are all gone for now. I want to see if we can fight him. Let's roll the dice.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
How did this happen?
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Fuck you.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a rock.
The words to the song have changed.
Won't say anything.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Alright, well that was fun to try. Didn't do much for us, but it was funny nonetheless. Okay. So we're not going to try to do that again. At least not until we have some sort of a weapon that we could actually use. I don't know why I swung my fist at him instead of, like, at least trying with the crowbar. But I guess we simply can't do that. That would be overrated. Okay. I'm sorry, Kim. Just say I'm reloading this out.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't plan on doing it for every... Like, I wasn't really... If it's a serious attempt in general, I don't like to save scum. I kind of just wanted to see if it would work. But I doubt it. Like, I mean, it was...
Yes.
I didn't think it would.
Have you got... Well?
Here it is. I'm sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for...
He's not sorry about his behavior.
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you? Another thing. Great. Yes, not... They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly type.
We should find out who this Lord faction is. We don't. We have to wait.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or...
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding.
Yeah. The Union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something and now think they can hide out till it all blows over and it's fair weather again in Martinez.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
Yes?
Let's just head out for the night. We're unable to sing karaoke tonight. Wait, actually. Nope, wrong thing. Nah, I think we still need to have the tape before we can do that. But that's at least getting us closer, right? Oh, the boombox actually was playing music. Huh. It didn't get us 30, I don't think. It got us like 3.
To the room you redecorated.
No,
just a moment. We should talk about that.
Alright, let's go to the balcony. Yeah, I don't think the bottles are going to be enough. We're going to have to find some other way to make the money for it.
Is brisk.
I mean, we should be getting
The
paid.
lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
Nice.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How'd you get so cool,
You
Ken?
mean this? This isn't cool.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit.
Alright, the debrief.
It's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state.
Music's getting a little bit overwhelming for his voice.
I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal. And
by not ideal, he means he can't believe he let you try that trick and would be angry if he didn't feel the outcome was partly his responsibility.
Just wanted to make sure he's really dead.
Right. As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. We didn't talk to the Wild Pines Red. We really must do that tomorrow. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast. The rest has to try and keep up.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Aww. What are our powers
They're
exactly?
quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Rebachol.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to
Yes,
abuse?
although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Sorry, just give me a second. Okay. What else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep.
If
We
someone
are
resists?
permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
So if I kill someone on
You have
duty,
to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly.
You kill anyone?
The last time was 4 years ago.
He says it matter-of-factly and moves on.
If I kill
That's
anyone?
an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
I don't know if I really want to know.
Precinct 41 is known for higher than average rate of police violence.
Who makes all the rules?
The coalition government and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Ravachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
The breakthrough is imminent. Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Some kind of superstar. They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls.
Jesus.
It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
But look at that. Now we're a superstar cop. As much as the advanced race theory is obviously like kind of objectively awful, it seems like the easiest way to get through that, and then we can just burn a skill point to get past it. We might as well. You can always change it later. Actually, Kim, what's up?
Yes?
Nothing. Alright, let's head inside and go to bed. See you in the morning, Kim.
This fan has it been consigned there as punishment? The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
We're all into bed. Let's take our
The
first
sheets
rest.
feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault. It's
What
a little
is it?
better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind.
Kill them.
Something to do with... What was it that the lieutenant said?
My
Your
thoughts.
breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until you...
We're having a dream. Soon we can't go into the clouds. Oh my god, it's me. I'm
Do
the
you
distant.
remember the scent of your childhood?
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy.
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed Elysium.
I can come back from
You're
this.
not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. But everything, the pale and the useless, on the surface, the outer magnetosphere,
3 times, yeah.
burning furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people.
Trying to solve this
You're
case.
trying to what?
The ancient
I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Let's just get back to the game. As much as I love hearing from my limbic system. Did some of my skills improve overnight? Or am I losing my mind?
Good going, buddy.
The hell was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster.
Oh.
Time to get some more.
So we're down from the drugs is what we're saying here. That's concerning.
Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
I can take this. I'm not going to go.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days?
I use that speed.
Suit yourself. Slow, sad shell man.
I'm assuming that we're about to take some damage over various issues for the next little while.
The windows, the morning light hurts your eye.
Close the door. No one else needs to get in there for now. We can't just knock on the door.
The door is closed. Still nothing. This door can only...
Yeah, okay. We're not going to try and be a pest. I am kind of concerned that she's dead in her apartment, though. Oh. Good morning, Kim.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Men who drink beer for breakfast. There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them. That would just escalate tensions. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately.
Good. A power move, but aren't you?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place.
Okay, so we can come back to them later, basically, is what he's saying.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Then why are you...
Sorry. Hi, old lady.
Just a moment. And there's no public...
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
Good day, ma'am. Everything all right?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast.
Why didn't you use the
to
phone?
let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
What was this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps.
The waterlock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Who's Gary?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. Oh my, what happened to the waterlock?
Probably some technical problem.
Whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
Aw, Lena.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Okay, I don't really have anything else to say to her yet. Ooh. What's up with you?
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is...
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
You're not a gardener.
That's right. I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you?
Damn, Elizabeth.
Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on...
It doesn't matter if you recognize our...
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority.
Alright, we'll deal with him later then. Oh, apparently that doesn't count overnight, I guess. I guess it probably you can only really internalize shit while you're overnight. We didn't get the pin back last night. We'll get it back later.
This orange machine is... You slip your fingers under. If you want to try...
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab.
Okay, yes, I know. Thought that I don't think I'm able to use it anyways. I
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream.
Nothing else really to do in here yet. We could go and get that pin back from her, but I also don't want to do that until we know for sure that we'll be able to afford a place to stay tonight. We'll carry the bag around with us just in case. What's up? Oh, yeah, your books maybe shouldn't be out when it's raining, lady.
Hello again, sir.
I don't care enough, really, honestly, about her. At least not right now. A good one?
Yes? Hello?
Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Shouldn't a working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Good, good.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Do you need the help of a
What
policeman?
with?
Maybe your husband is missing?
My husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
Maybe you're right.
Of
Maybe
course
he's missing
he's
indeed.
not. Isn't
She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
It's okay.
What?
It's alright to not know where your husband is. There's nothing shameful in
Who
that.
said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me.
But he is. You can feel it.
I'll leave
The
you alone.
woman before.
I think I've been antagonistic enough towards this random working class woman. Oh no, we've interrupted the pétanque.
Good morning to you, officers.
Yeah, you don't have anything else for us. You know what? We should get the pin back. It won't do us much good. Also, we broke his shit.
Top of the morning to you. Yes. Here you go, officer. Anything? Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it?
Wait, do I have a tape?
All the old boom. You see rows of toys. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Yes, this sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
Alright, our thoughts are fighting with each other. I do not want to have to explain that to Kim. Wait, I wonder if we could use the pry bar to pull some of these things open and get the cash out of them. I wonder.
This coin-operated
Nope. Damn it. Lonely cormorant. Oh, boat. Recently painted, which means someone's taking care of it. What's in here?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
At 3%, probably not going to succeed there. I'm going to leave her alone. I simply don't want to deal with her. Won't be useful until the snow melts. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Laddering of bullet holes. The view of the yard and the hanging. Oh, hey, look.
There must be another way into the building.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
Am I losing my mind, or was that, like, really fucking loud?
been a week and now they show up?
Let me just turn down the volume and see if there's a Okay, so Kim just decided to give us a little bit of a heart attack by random,
I can't get involved in this.
I thought my computer's volume might be too loud.
You
But...
see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Left is right and right is gay.
Not looking for any
here.
trouble, officer.
No trouble from me. I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk
Is
to
it
you.
really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
Let's say you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us.
I don't know what was up with that random volume boost on his one voice line.
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
We'll talk later.
We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
A stone, like any other. There's a key beneath it.
This must be for the front door. We'll just have to go in and see.
Kim's not going to scream at us again? Lovely. Eviction notices that missing pets are plastered on top of each other. Ooh. Look at these glasses. Yeah, we finally got into a new place. Chemical smells of laundry detergent. Old shoe rack. Loud rumbling snore comes from within. Let's Shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. I'll take your cash. Anything you got to say about where we are, Kim? No, okay. So I was trying to find 5-pointed star on the wall. The communists. Door number 9 is locked. Number 8 there, overflowing. It just says a firing squad for the rich.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Won't take long. I only have a few questions.
Go ahead then.
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residents.
A few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Is one of the residents on vacation?
People come and go.
They probably just moved. Or she mumbles some kind of a response.
Looking for a young
Yes,
male.
yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil.
Oh, I don't need to be shining this flashlight in your
Somewhere
face.
in the building.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. Just wanted to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
What was so funny?
He lives upstairs in room 28.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment.
I'm no one. If you can call it living, it's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while.
Well, then we won't speak to her any further. We're closed by Martin Hayes. We have the associates. Oh, this is just the exit. Okay, we don't need to go there. To the balcony. What's up with the caged wall up there? Also, who are you?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait
Rue
and
de
see.
Esperance.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type.
Yeah, when we last
I've had
tested.
a battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters.
She's grown frustrated with her work. That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
That heavy fuel
Red
oil?
dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Some clever cultural
We ain't
commentary.
seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
Keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago, 2 days' travel.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along,
are you doing on the
can't
wall?
you tell? I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right word.
I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it?
Yeah?
Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing.
She means that you've lessened her desire to
Can't you? I haven't really started it. Yeah?
Let's
No,
be
just stop you.
realistic.
You heard your partner, piggy.
I don't want to
I'm
disincentivize her.
unstoppable.
I think
ain't
about the
no
recent murder.
snitch, pigstein.
Actually, there is a...
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Can you tell us something about the murder
What
victim's
do I
missing armor?
care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the body.
Ugh, alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one. If you haven't been there, the village is a
No,
No,
go away.
no. That's all the snitching sin. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss.
Watch your back.
Well, that's useful, I guess. What's up here? Tarp's flat from the wind. Yeah, door's locked, can't get in. Not surprising. Oh, this is her room. Not Cindy. Pour l'homme. Jeez. Okay, our savoir-faire is doing better now. That's nice.
The pockets of these new jeans are Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from...
Okay. Let's inspect this when we got the chance, which is right now.
A crinkled chewing gum wrapper. You feel compelled to point out that there's nothing fruity about cinnamon. It's a spice derived from true confused wrapper shrug. Seems like that's
I don't even care.
Good question. Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt. You carefully fold the...
Nothing else in here, it seems like. Oh, what's in here? Hell yeah, more bottles. Sea below looks cold and winter gray. Someone's torn down the wall. Old grocery list.
What happened here?
This looks so sad.
Put your emotions aside.
Oh.
But this reeks. It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly.
Except the stuff in the fridge. Some drugs and some stuff in the fridge. Or some drugs and some money. There's blood on that bed. That's concerning. Okay, so I need to go find the stairs.
You hear someone walking around.
Leave. We need to go up the stairs, but where are the stairs?
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism. In other words, the star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century, and even today, half a century after, the star and antlers written to symbolize the top. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
The antlers.
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society because white is the color of peace.
It's evoking me.
Gone is the glory. You are the big communism builder now.
God, my morale is really taking some hits in here. I don't really know where we'll generate more of these morale charges, but it'd be nice if we could stop losing it everywhere we go. Just maybe. The balcony. Just a door. What's this? There's a whole bunch of bottles up there if we could get up there. I didn't do anything with that. Okay. Let's see. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Interesting place to be keeping your cactus, I guess, but... Cigarette butts and electric wires. Alright. Upstairs we go. We're looking for, what was it, room 21? 28.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Number 28.
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think we should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What do you mean?
A smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right?
Suddenly, he's a little... Don't worry. It's mostly...
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right?
Remember, tomorrow. He's no one on.
We should return tomorrow.
Yeah, fine. It sounds whoever lives here isn't home. Sing along to some buoyant dance track. Dance music. We need something sad. One of you must have some sad music. Fine, we will return tomorrow evening. See if we can find him and his friend. Oh, hey, we're back here now. An orange bum hat. Can't go in the greenhouse, can we? What's here? Closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Nothing there. Yeah, I don't think we can go in there. Alright, let's keep on walking. Capeside Apartments. Yes, okay. So that's how we should be opening these doors that are not already open for us. Look at that. We look like we've got a bit more authority now. Also, I want to see if the pry bar can open up that door in here then. Wonder if we could have busted open that guy's door too, actually. Yeah, no. Oh well. More construction here once a decade ago. Magnesium for morale. It's worth more than you'll ever earn in all of your life.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat.
Good morning, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice.
How interesting.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
We're on a boat.
Why, yes, I am.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
I thought we were in Revachol.
And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around
I
here.
haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Canema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Yes, I do.
Before you do, it would be pertinent to ask other questions. Gather more info on this boat of hers.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because...
The word "it" feels strange.
The boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati. and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
I don't know. That's pretty.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name.
What kind of boat is
It's
it?
a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. My sloop, I like.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Let's talk about the economics of this boat you're
Oh
on.
my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Seismundo. Class wartime, baby.
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator.
Then what does that say? Does it say docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A? 33A? This old proletarian haunt here. As I said, plenty of people drive boats, of all social strata.
Oh my god, we succeeded. This was built before the revolution.
Okay, it is anti-centennial.
The people who live there now lead a different lifestyle, if you know what I mean.
I assure you, they drove quite a hard bargain for this space. But you're right. I am a bourgeois woman, and this is my fast, lightweight, interminably bourgeois boat.
There is no shame in her voice. A touch of sadness, yes, but no shame.
Touch of sadness. I
Good.
can handle this boat. What about the Wild Pines?
We do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy.
The Wild Pines group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. She enjoys talking about the company. It would not hurt to inquire more.
You're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
Oh my god, I was have a breakthrough on our advanced race theory that we needed to get into the union thing. Oh no. She does not register the real meaning of that remark. How much money does Wild Pines
I'm
have?
not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? They
Where did they get all this
started
billions?
as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing.
Well, it all started with the
even
Royal
more
Monopoly.
Let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed.
You
You
just
mean
want a
aside
place like
from
this.
being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
You don't keep it moving, the workers do. Company's nothing without
We
them.
built this district.
We. There it is.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions. The plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
You seem smart. I need someone to give me the lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality.
Yes, real and experimental side case.
Like personal investigation is the world I find myself in.
Truly curious. A sort of philosopher detective.
My theory is that this inquiry into the nature of reality will ultimately converge with a murder investigation. We are really one and the same.
Are they now?
A deep synthesis. I'll assist you however I can then.
Alright, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby?
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
What is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the revolution. I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before. As a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds. Boys with boxy shoulders. As I told you, Martinez used to be a province. A workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its part. Now the reeds are the real star of the show here. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
Sorry, so just sneeze there for a sec. Yeah. What sea is...
It's not really a sea. Yes, we're on an island in an ocean.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the blue immensities. Vast, lukewarm, and unknowable. Flowing in...
Tell me about another, perhaps even more fundamental aspect
I
of
would
reality.
be happy to. What is a
Right.
We're in Martinez. Martinez, you would be excused for not knowing about it. Caillou, as you already know.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her. And to humanity at large.
That's Revachol.
Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city?
The great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory.
Makes it so great.
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Okay, who built the
The
city?
nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
When was it built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible
Yeah, they built the
questions
city on
of our
rock and roll.
time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men. We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient
Yeah, don't worry, I know
island,
about,
able to sustain up
we
to
built the city on
200
rock and roll.
million
Don't
people.
worry, I'm not that out
in
of
the middle
touch.
of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're in an unimportant part of an important place?
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom, coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Silence. The water, the light. There is no recognition. Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Where are we?
Where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
The realization. Interesting. Derealization.
This is one thought you need to complete.
Was there something else you want?
This has been informative. Might I suggest not asking them all right now?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
I want to be lazy if I do it all.
Oh,
right
of
away.
course not. You are...
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
What is...
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close.
What is this?
Bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
I meant, what is this place
Ah.
here?
or two.
Les Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A.
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveau. They're old.
Nouveau.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Mostly the urban middle class, I believe.
Splat, splat.
Wonderful.
What is that?
The girl in the old lady rags?
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Infraculture?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
Okay, now explain the same thing to a child.
Young people who dye their hair funny colors and wear old people's clothes are stupid, and their little rebellion is self-defeating. All right.
Damn, get her ass.
What next?
What times are
These
these?
are unimportant times, detective.
Too
Or
late for
the
it.
big time.
What's the big time?
The revolution.
What is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next. Who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Sounds like Canada. Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Damn. Anarchists not even getting a footnote.
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Well, they should have shot more people in the head then.
This does not represent the official RCM.
Don't worry. Klaus Mazov shot 15 million people in the head. But that was all the way over in Grad.
Anyone else got shot in the head on the opposing side?
Lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
Her portrait has been like, it looks familiar to me, and with the voice too. She looks like Princess Margaret in, like, not in real life obviously, but like the actress who plays her in The Crown. Like, I don't know if it's who is the actress who does it? Helena Bonham Carter, I think, right?
The real king abdicated and lived
maybe the
out a
vibe.
long
I think it's the
and
hairstyle,
life
actually.
As a venture capitalist in Grad.
Cowardly king.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
I don't know. I think her portrait, I think it's mostly just the background. It's not that it looks clean, it looks brightly lit. Hers is a lot more like, she's more visible. Okay, by liberals you mean...
Liberals are usually middle-class people, detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How'd they win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended.
So she's one of them too.
Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
She's one of them. Of course.
Yeah. If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you said the liberals just took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Who are the coalition?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina,
Vesper.
Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay, the armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution.
So they're the
It was
moralists.
The moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralist?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head.
Oh, so they're... It's a very... I don't... I want to make a comment about what this is reminding me of, but I don't know if it's appropriate. I mean, it's Canada. It's modern Canada that's like... It's bad to do violence. I mean, yeah, obviously there's status quo, but like it's really just reminding me of like... I don't know, I guess because I had a bunch of Indigenous studies stuff during my last year of school stuff, but a lot of it is like, you know, Canada took an approach to a lot of that stuff where it was like fighting, and then the second it looked like everything was lined up the way it worked for them, they was like, sick, cool, that's the end point, we're done. No more discussion, no more negotiating. We will not be shifting any more hands. There will be no more dealing, no more treaties.
At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol.
Alberta
now,
believes in
the
mineral
coalition
rights
government.
and not shooting people in the head. Canada does too.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am. And also not. I don't think I'm a moralist, ma'am.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
When was this
Turn of the
kerfuffle?
century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
What does Darat do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
Wow, really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
This game came out in 2019, didn't it? Yeah. Well... Where'd it spread from there?
Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the
Interesting
coalition
time.
crushed the Revachol commune.
I just think-
2 years
okay.
later.
To me, it is just really, really interesting to see the way that people talked about pandemics and stuff prior to 2020. Because there's so much media you can see about it where people speculate about it and hypothesize about it and all that sort of stuff. You know, what would a pandemic do? What would that sort of, like, what impact would that have on the people? And then looking back on it now, it's like, yeah. We know how people acted. What came
Why?
next?
You and I, officer.
Understand,
Our
yeah.
lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar.
Our lives aren't
No
the same.
doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. A
Zone of
city-state
control.
divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
I think it's been like this for 43 years.
Time flies.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before.
Radiation.
08 to 19 was simply hell.
Yeah.
The 30s?
Well, I'm assuming like
settled down in the 30s.
nuclear
Revachol
technology and
East
stuff is more of it.
transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they?
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash. Welcome to reality, baby.
I mean, I'm assuming that it's probably pretty similar to our own world. You know, it didn't take that long. Wait, when did... Like, Maliki... Yeah, like, all of that stuff happened around the turn of the century for us, around the, 1900s. Yes, like right around the turn of the century was when Mercury was active. And we went from that to the nuclear bomb in about 40 years. So, like, yeah. Getting back in the Doom District, like radio VR. Oh, yeah. That stuff. Remember they said specifically that they were, what was it? They were, you know, game development is a thing that happens in other countries. It doesn't happen in Revachol. Because there's the lack of the technology, lack of the resources, whatever. People don't play those games here. And so I'm guessing that's probably why that was there. Like, someone was trying to set something up where it otherwise wouldn't have happened. Like, setting up a game studio in a third world country. Or, I don't know, for the purposes of Zaum, setting up a game development company in a former part of the Soviet bloc that was not particularly wealthy or powerful.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control.
You don't seem to be
I've
thrilled.
no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just...
I mean, I think we need to figure it out. Like, we needed to have this conversation with somebody to
so
figure it out.
much more. Every one of us. If only we played it right.
What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
No, her first.
Who are you in all this?
And I asked you, philosopher detective of the Citizens Militia.
I would have made off with the mineral rights.
You and everyone else. But that's got nothing to do. Good question.
No, her first.
Would have sought a medical solution. Sounds like Zareth drove those people mad.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion? A complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago.
Hygiene, modest social care, and perhaps a little research
Good
program.
hygiene. Really. A very moderate solution to an extreme... When they failed to step up, Marzov and his party stepped in. In this particular case, maybe a more robust state response might have been appropriate.
Joyce is interesting to me, because obviously she's one of the ultra-liberals, like that's how she describes herself. But she doesn't... She doesn't view her own worldview as the unique only one that could ever work. Yeah, she's self-aware.
Not reflect the official.
Yeah.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
There is curiosity there that goes unnoticed. Kim takes a step back, absent-mindedly.
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Understandable. Good question.
No, Her first.
Would have killed more.
I see. A tenth of humanity. The key of history is in the lock. Keep turning at any cost.
So humanity is free and the age of capital is past.
That's what De Briever, the leader of the communards, said before she got a bullet in her head. Don't get me wrong. Capital is finished. But understand this. Its end won't free anyone. It will only lead to more suffering.
She seems like she's an ultra-liberal almost because she feels like it's a necessity, not one that she enjoys. That's so interesting. She reminds me a lot of the people I knew in the NDP, actually, who would talk about how, you know, it would be better if we had a better one. You know, that we could have these programs, but things just aren't right for it now. Things aren't good, but we need to do neoliberalism for the sake of survival.
Opinions.
And what is
There is curiosity.
My position.
understandable?
That's so... I like... The writing of this game is so cool to me. Because I know, like, obviously that's what it's trying to do. But, like, you don't see that much in video games. You see the kind of, like, ham-fisted attempts to do ideological nuance that come from something like Bioshock. Which I like Bioshock, but, like... Andrew Ryan telling you that he speaks and you obey. You know, wouldn't you kindly... Like, it's not exactly subtle. Same with, you know, Infinite, same with, like... But it's so cool to see characters that have this kind of, like, real-world nuance. Especially something that's, like, feels so similar to what I was doing when I was doing this stuff. Enough about the times.
They are what they are. Anyway, enough sentimentality.
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
I want to know what you are.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra.
Dios mío, a liberal.
Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists. I can see you thought we'd gone extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You're a man of the left,
So she
no?
trusts us a little bit.
Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, are you repulsed?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride. Forgive her, but only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
I forgive you, but only because you're charming.
A devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of the godly.
Devil woman.
I'm afraid you'll find that every woman is a devil woman, detective. There are only aesthetic differences between one and the other. Honestly. I may have even preferred it, had the communards won.
See?
Who knows? They might really have built something better. But they didn't. Because they lost.
She reminds me of my old constituency association president. We used to have fights like this. The social justice politics. Yeah, I'm fairly leftist myself. But it's so... And it's the fact that she's an older woman who lived through a lot of those changes. Because it reminds me a lot of those people. Hi, Risake! Biberos. Bisake. Bujibawa. How are you doing?
When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future.
We've been in this conversation for like half an hour now, I think, haven't we?
This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery,
A man of many names.
I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. if not for my own sake, then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
You're a smart woman.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
You're no dummy yourself.
So am I.
A smart boy getting smarter, one basic term of reality at a time.
You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
Let's see if we can do this. Probably
A
not.
strange coldness. It's on the tip of your tongue. A doubt of sorts already in your head.
That's all for
Glad
now.
to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else I can do?
What can you tell me about the
Everything.
strike?
Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear about trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
Wouldn't want to disturb an octopus. Better let it be.
I am glad you see it that way. To repeal the act would mean repealing the coalition government.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What's your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title
Stat
is
distribution?
Senior Labor Negotiator.
4422.
In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Hey, Omri, sorry, I didn't realize that was a different... on my screen, the colors were just, the colors were the same, so I didn't process that. How are you doing? Yeah, we're having an interesting turn of it. We're doing the advanced race theory to try and get past the guard at the thing, which I'm not excited about, but what we must do, we must do. We'll probably forget it as soon as we can. Or we will forget it as soon as we can, because I don't really have any interest in keeping that around. Man of virtue. I don't think we want to save that one. I don't think that'll work for us. Day 2. Sorry, I think I'm like blurring that up a little bit. Yeah, you can't really see it, but it is day 2. How was talks going before the
Let's say
lynching?
I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
What happened to the Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to, how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Not
Keep
cool.
in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Exciting.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
I like it.
Then you might also like their other slogan. Demand democracy.
Not hard communist enough for me.
Personally, I agree. It lacks the pizzazzo of every worker a member of the board.
What exactly do they mean by it, though? What's the demand?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what? About anything, really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Direct democracy.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
The king is dead. Long live the workers.
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Yeah.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Yeah.
If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
That's enough of an answer.
She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Tell me about the union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
There are two of him?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Yeah. What about the union itself, outside the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
An effective advocate for the rights of the local working men.
Why do you think so?
Everett, the Human Leech, and Measurehead, this union sounds like a motley crew. They're good labor men. Can't fault them for a little corruption.
Ha! A real man of the left. What else can I tell you about?
Something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the union. She disappeared.
I wonder if she's the one who bought her gun.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Some kind of extortion, probably?
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help?
You know something about these
That's
tattoos?
the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Fine, we'll
Better
return to it
not
later.
tie the Force Day to the Bat's Day on this.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Can you tell me about the
Quite a few
lynching?
things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my
Secrets.
employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? Lost badges related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Yes.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
I couldn't have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, the city, nothing.
Dear.
Because that doesn't imply drinking.
I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
I think she wouldn't look too kindly on
She
that.
must have been suspecting something for a while now.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
If she says my gun, I'm screwed.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason. The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Advanced race theory. Everything is calm in the eye of...
I am simply gonna... I don't want to listen to it. Unnecessary evil for our current purposes, but I don't want to talk about it. Alright, let's talk, Kim.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would.
I joke with
Honestly,
you.
I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and
Yes,
this
I
woman
know.
is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior.
You just find my
Oh,
badge.
That would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it.
You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months.
You frozen we don't investigate?
If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. I'm sure you will, Detective.
Can I speak with her?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Alright, tell me about this alleged drug
It's quite
trafficking.
straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now.
Yeah.
Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Why not come to us earlier?
On more than one occasion.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
I already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present.
The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done. How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type you're typical.
Yes?
We'll take it. We'll see where it leads.
According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
I think we've got everything that we can get out of her.
Detective.
For now, anyways. And so I think what we're going to do is go and talk to some of those people. So, let's talk to you. You're stuck on the ledge a little bit. There we go.
Yes?
Nothing. Okay, never mind. Anything interesting in here? Oh yeah, this is just this place, duh. Interesting, though. Also, okay. We've got a skill point that we could use for something. Jamais vu. I don't know if I want to learn that just yet. I'm not sure what we would want right now, actually. We'll just hold on to the skill point. If there's no great rush. What's your deal? Shame. Okay, well, that's not helpful. Wait, let's talk to the mailbox. The mailbox was nice to us before.
The dented yellow mailbox.
Pat the mailbox. With our crowbar.
The box seems happy.
See, we're friends. This one's been friendly with us so far, right?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
What are you hauling?
High grade.
Relax. He's merely joking.
What do you always
Can't even get a few jokes. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident.
Nothing
Not
illegal?
unless they've illegalized.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically.
You're like a man who
his
knows
arm.
about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go. But those days are behind me.
Just be straight with him.
I need to get high and I'm looking for a dealer.
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk.
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to...
Then what's your deal here?
So much for subtlety.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad.
If you could
Look,
be
man,
conducting.
I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of rep.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Yeah, he honestly does seem like he's, by the standards of these guys, pretty straight and narrow.
A lorry stuck. The windows are clear. They've been recent.
No, that's not gonna be the right one. I mean, now that we have this.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight.
Oh,
so
I see.
They have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow.
There's Yorin. Take his side in this particular fight.
Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right?
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. Damn. It didn't.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah,
What do
yeah.
you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking on at night. Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate, but since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Bad for him,
It's a
I guess.
fucking travesty is what it is.
Not you. Who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran.
Street vendor south of here?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or something. His tribe are natural liars.
I wouldn't be so sure about it.
Guess so.
So he's gonna pin it on him for obvious racist reasons. But I guess that would explain why he's out here selling shit out of, you know, crates.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
I'm realizing that that might have been more suspicious than I thought earlier. So Silang, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent.
I'm super into drugs.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. Here she is in this traffic
Even
jam.
cooler. You investigating that and all.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction.
But you are a lorryman. Another driver identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right?
I mean, yeah, we probably can't
him.
trust that guy.
He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm okay. Maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
Stop squirming. What did you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Nothing. I told you.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract
Yeah.
crowd. It was that crowd. He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Who are you afraid of,
Look.
Silang?
There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
Everybody, Silang. Help us out. No one will know it was you.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
The other lady driver, the old woman back there?
I don't know. Maybe.
It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
Who are these other drivers who
All
talk?
of them. I don't know.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left? I don't hang out with them.
Okay,
All
fine.
right.
So the woman. Where is her truck? Also, wait, can we not investigate this garbage can? Aww. I wanted more bottles. So it's the weird lady. Never would have suspected her. She's so weird. Where is she? Is she over here? I thought she was further down that way. Lady was quiet and amidst her thoughts. Yeah, I think so. This one.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands.
If you want her attention, you may...
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
You alright, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
When else would you be then?
Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. Until you came along, that is.
Sorry to interrupt
I
your
wasn't
dreaming.
dreaming. I was there, Loman. While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by
So you're in Mesk when you were young?
Someone was.
Are these not your
They are
memories?
someone's memories, boy. They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought.
Is
as
she a
if the
fascist
past
then?
will one day wipe the present
Who's
away.
Gabriel
like a tidal wave.
Buenguero?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you. This man's got a hold over her.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots? I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are no Gabriel.
she's wearing sturdy worker's boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of
Hi
leather.
Apollo, how's it going?
Just
How are you
before
doing?
Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
Moreover, the boots were size 37. Tiny.
You're tipsy.
There are
Oh
too many
no.
discrepancies in all this.
Don't get yourself into
Another
trouble,
discrepancy,
Apollo.
although not boot-related, is the coronation of His Innocence, Franco Negro, which happened
It
500.
was the con.
It was. And then it was no more. Perhaps it was another Jerife who came and woke me up, looking at my boots.
As she says Carnival, she gestures to the empty square.
She's already in
with
trouble.
statues
God damn it,
and
Apollo.
machines.
She's not old, so these are not the boots
I
that
could
made
have
her
told you that from just looking at them.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals.
Alright, are you the lady driver?
You just call me a lady, Jerife.
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady.
I was told of a woman driver. You're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Jerife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs.
You're not the driver
I'm
everyone's terrified of?
terrifying to small children, and to those
Yeah,
who
drink
used
your
to know
water,
me.
Apollo. Don't forget.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
And who is this female driver
How
that's
should I
told
know?
of?
Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around? When I have my movies,
Why are you
to
scared
go
people
because
know
they
you?
can no longer recognize the big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men. In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway.
In the background, a quiet song.
Oh, Sim.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great...
The woman sways her wrinkled shell back.
Yes, go.
I don't think she's the right one. Are there any others? Lots of greasy food. Hell yeah.
Looking for something odd? Come to
Where's
tell
the lady
me
driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then why are you smirking?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does? You?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
Go,
You're
King.
not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorryman and Carter's Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Ourselves our best possible odds.
The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
What? What do you... There's some kind of homo thing?
Yeah, maybe it is.
Okay, that's enough, detective. That's enough.
Thank you for the redeems, Apollo.
We'll just have to ask someone else about the lady driver. Let's go.
God damn it, we're not very good at anything, are we? Wait, can I... Yeah, I can't take my points back or anything. No problem. Also, if it's 652, probably not... It's lady driver. Swing in the dark before we
I've
finish
got
up.
nothing to say to you.
It's
Like
a
I
roll.
already told you, I'm a legal counselor.
Yeah, doesn't really seem likely. Do you know anything about this?
Can I
female
help
driver?
you? Another thing. Great. Yes, and the phone company. Who told you that? Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring.
He's exhausted from years
What
of
you get
dealing
in
with
your
the
current state?
assholes. That's why he's trying
Chicken
so
nuggets.
hard not to be one too.
If you do find out who cut
Got
the
a 20
line,
pack.
let me know so I can forward them the repair bill. Yes?
Okay, so he doesn't have anything to say about that. These are the union men, so they aren't going to know who the lorry men are. 20. Yeah. Soak up all the alcohol.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam. I don't want to talk about that.
Don't mean to private I need your
I
help.
was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. I didn't, man. I told you, I was hoping it's not her.
He still is, hoping. It's true. We would of course a lie, but a kind heart is tricky.
Aw, sure, I'll share.
Bah, emotional rhetoric.
Who's this
Thank
person?
God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver.
Who is
a
she?
friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was
What does she
a
look like?
youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
When she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please.
We can't just let it go.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation.
It won't come to that.
I don't believe you.
Believe
I
us,
just
it really
can't, man.
is.
I'm not naive. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over.
She bought her a
And
gun.
you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me too.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
When she left, did she leave behind her Lori?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay?
Wait, this guy says they're friends. Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
So you're alright with others ratting her out? You just don't want your hands dirty?
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either.
He's
I just
a
want to be a
fucking
person who can
moralist.
sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too.
She's a suspect and I need you to tell me where she is or I can't finish the
I-
investigation.
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
The
What kind of-
realization that you've used his friendliness and goodwill for your own
Oh,
ends.
boo-hoo. Where's the lady driver?
Her lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green.
When did she leave?
Last Friday.
Where is she now?
No. I don't know.
Why'd you have the
She
keys?
left them to me. Because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose.
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machines moving.
If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside.
Sorry,
I
I
bet
had to
you
do this.
are.
And he's sorry he couldn't be what he wants to be. A good person. His last line, his revenge.
I think that's what it
Nah.
is.
I need to think my own thoughts now.
Okay. We're gonna crack into this room, or into this, lorry, and I think that'll be the end of it for now. With the green cab, they said.
This green found A to Z.
This is the one our man pointed to.
You push the key into the lock and the smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old... These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films. One of them particularly catches your eye. The actress is draped in a sheath dress. This is Tijon, a starlet from... She wasted away in a drug den called The Door to the River. Not far from here, on Boogie Street, the actresses and the rear actor. Looks like the frequency dial is absent.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least. For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool.
Anything we can do?
Doesn't look like it.
The smell of you wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. But one odd detail does catch your eye. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
That would have worn down her shoe.
Sandpaper? A novel technique? Yes?
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it
When the
yourself.
footprints at the crime scene had an aberration once, so we'll smooth
Which
her.
means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
She was on
We've
running drunk.
identified one of the footprints, but there are still 7 to go.
The movie stars are still... A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before.
It's an issue. It looks like
The Ulan...
the pull-out tool slide. You close the rust.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Yes, let's speak to Kim.
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well funded.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed. As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
A lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's
Yes,
cabin.
well...
Unimportant.
How do you think this is connected to the Union?
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we're done here. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Yeah.
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. Debrief over, after you.
Okay, the debrief is over. We have found what we were looking for, and we will be returning to Disco Elysium on... What day is it that we're doing Disco Elysium again? Thursday. Thursday around the same time we'll be doing more Disco Elysium, and we'll figure out what is up with that. Yes, we will save, don't worry. I just wanted to figure out that first. Yeah, that is where we're going to end this game for today. I'm going to take an hour-long break. We're still doing the Donathon, but wait, I did turn the timer back on, right? Yes, okay, thank God. But yeah, so next game up is more Baldur's Gate 3, which will be starting in an hour, which I am very, very excited about. Because we were having a good time with that earlier, and it's such a fun game. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, whether you're here for some of it, all of it, bits and pieces. I know for a lot of people today is also Canadian Thanksgiving, so if you are a Canadian or you're celebrating Canadian Thanksgiving for reasons unrelated to being Canadian, happy Thanksgiving. I am going to head out, get something to eat for an hour or so, and then we'll be back with Baldur's Gate 3. But until then, I'll see you guys around, okay?